All right, so this is a roguelite, ultimate like Dark Souls.
The first bombs fell in the summer of 1988. It was a baptism by nuclear fire. By December, they had blacked out the sun with endless rain. We decided to stop keeping time, and it's been 1988 ever since. We're not sad. We had it coming. These are the times after. There are no more months or even weeks. Everything is measured in the minutes left to live.
So this is kind of like a roguelite to its ultimate like conclusion. Yeah, that's right. Turned on a system mode because yeah, there's no way. Soundtrack, just absolutely killing it. Soundtrack just incredible. Alright, awesome. This is such a great soundtrack. I really want that gun, but yeah, see, only 19 ammo? That doesn't work. Shadows use your ammo. Nope. Hey, man, welcome. It's called Black Future 88. You have 18 minutes to beat it. Oh, the entire game. Right, Rad? Chippy, is that a fun one? I'll have to check it out. I appreciate that. Yep.
We all live in darkness, a shadow that's not ours.
So I'm gonna give up. Oof. So I am actually going to reload this real quick because this game has a really cool intro. So since you guys are here now, I'll let you watch the intro. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because I feel like it's super loud. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's forced speedrun. So I'm gonna actually restart it real quick because the game has a really cool intro. Make sure it's still, yep, there we go. That's showing up again. Cool.
The first bombs fell in the summer of 1988. It was a baptism by nuclear fire. By December, they had blacked out the sun with endless rain. We decided to stop keeping time, and it's been 1988 ever since. We're not sad. We had it coming.
Yeah, it's very.
These are the times after. There are no more months or even weeks. Everything is measured in the minutes left to live.
Yeah, I thought that intro is definitely worth like a replay. Yeah, it really is a really cool aesthetic.
I am the fire, the one you look for at night.
No, it's pretty much brand new. I mean, it's not brand new, but like a year or two old, I think. It's not an old game. Oh yeah, that would be Akira would make a terrible live action. I'm honestly kind of like purposely dying here because the fact that it's pretty much universal that if you don't get a good run, get a weapon right away, it's no point. Hi. Hey, Lena, how are you tonight? Good seeing you.
Keeps rushing on down to protect and to smother.
Basically, you want any weapon besides your starting one right away, like as soon as possible. That changes the whole run. Because you only have so long to live, and so if you don't have a good weapon, there's no point. Like this. There we go. Hope you're doing well, Lena. Good seeing you. What? Nope, it's a complete restart. Better weapons spawn as you play through the game. So this game has a really unique mechanic. Basically, the weapons and the enemies and stuff, like the stuff you don't pick up, makes the enemies stronger. So, like, if you don't pick up the stuff that enemies drop, then the enemies get it instead, basically. It also highly encourages speed play because the enemies won't fire until like a second or so after they're spawned in. But see that like sky melt thing at the bottom? Yeah, I got plenty of money, so. Your blood can also like get infected, and so enemies, like, you have so long to kill all the enemies or you'll explode if you have like infected blood. Yeah, that's this game. It's literally just beyond brutal. So what happened there is I ran out of ammo. And so I only had the melee sword, which does like no damage whatsoever. So if you run out of ammo, it's basically game over. If you run out during a boss fight, like there's just no... Oh, boss already. Alright, cool. Yeah, I remember ammo for that being super spare. No, they get it automatically.
No blacker night has ever fallen.
So he like basically gives you like a completion bonus, like you get a super rare weapon or whatever. The blinking like skull, of course, is always like the direction that the boss is in. Yes, it is. Okay, this should be the same boss I lost to, yeah. Except this time I've got... You do not want to let those timers go run out. No, there is. In the top left, that 1341 counting down. Alright, I need more ammo. More ammo. Oh, the hunter found me. Okay. Yeah. The worst is the ammo crates give an absolute ton of ammo to your enemies. Oh, best weapon in the game. Let's go. Because the ammo is unlimited? So best weapon in the game. Final boss. Oh, okay. No. What is this? Right? It really was. I kind of want to see Tony play this. I think he'd really enjoy it. I have 8 minutes. Are you kidding me, game? Right? Alright, that gave me a minute more? Oh yeah, sure. Exploration bonus, that'll be worth it. Nope. Yeah? Yeah, right? I know, I miss my treadmill. What is that? It's whatever it is. It's not worth risking. I like that. Wow.
Like so many pawn wedding rings.
Might die here pretty soon, guys. Yep.
I am the fire, the one you look for at night.
So yeah, that is that's Black Future '88. It's quite the game. It's a very hard game too. It took a lot to get to the point where, oof, man. So I mentioned in the stream tagline that I was going to do another game, and the other game is going to be a complete change of pace. It's a lot slower. It's a lot more. It's a like animal themed detective mystery called Black Sad. And as you can tell, I've been going through my backlog in letters, so Black Future and then Black Sad, because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go through. I got like $1,400 Steam games or something, so I'm like, I'm gonna go through some of these, and that's what I've been doing. So this is Black Sad, Under the Skin. It's very Sam and Max-esque so far. Let's see if this captures. It should capture it just fine. Oh, okay. That's not great. Let me adjust the resolution to where it won't look like that. Hold on. I have to get through the 10 million intros first before I can get to settings. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry guys, this game is doing some pretty weird stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me try to restart it. It's like not it's not letting me. It wasn't accepting the controller inputs. For whatever reason. I don't know if that's because OBS is trying to capture it at like a crazy high resolution or something. Give me 1 second. I hate how it has like 10 million. So, this is apparently based on a comic book. There we go. All right, now let me adjust the video settings to where it doesn't look like that, but I have to get into the game first. I just have to adjust the resolution to be the same.
Apartment? I told you, I'm on your side. Go ahead.
Okay, so settings. Let's change this resolution to not like 4K or whatever. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? What if I just don't want... Okay, there we go. Doesn't seem to have fixed it. Give me 1 second. Let me just resize the window then. There we go. All right, now we can actually see the game I'm playing. Look at that. What do you know?
Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, you can honor our arrangement and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Colbert! Wilson!
So yeah, very like detective noir style.
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
It's called Black Sad. It's apparently like a comic
Fragrance.
series.
Almost angelical.
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Doesn't seem like the best food for a boxer. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch. Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
I very much find it hard to believe that they would like do this whole room and not have anything else in
Judging
here.
by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life. Judging by the general state of the apartment,
Yeah, I get it.
they were leading a quiet life.
Yeah, right. It really does have those kind of like Resident Evil. I could 100% see that. Tank controls and everything.
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes?
No, it is not the same game.
Unless someone emptied it recently.
That's like the most generic door close sound effect ever. So this is a game called Black Sad. It's essentially like you're a PI. You're investigating a boxer's murder.
Be one of three. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
So you're hunting for clues to find out who actually did the murder, because it looks like a suicide. And so you have to interact with like everything, because in typical like adventure
You like your
game.
mob stories, don't you, Bobby?
Music's pretty
Seems like
ominous.
Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
And there's a bunch of like choices. Death is possible. You can get bad endings and stuff.
Ugh. 17th century French fables. There must be one boring old lady.
So judgmental. All right, so as you find clues, like she says that she has a cold, and then there's a scarf that would make her neck warm. And then there we go.
That means she's been here recently, but why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Oh yeah, I did actually see that, Red. Where it's like generating levels or something.
When I left, I told O'Leary I hadn't found a thing. The minute I was alone, I left for Mary's. But before all that, I took a small parting gift for her.
So O'Leary is the like notorious like gambling mobster that like runs all the mobster things in the city.
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise?
Yeah, that is pretty big.
They turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
How did you open the door to his apartment?
I think it was already open. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out. Do you realize you might be protecting a murderer?
What? I'm not protecting anybody.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
I don't know, something racial?
Segregated schools and a worse education for colored children.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I completely understand you, Mary.
Just think if you were also a woman. He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. I'm sorry I accused you so lightly.
Don't worry, I understand.
So I think so this is kind of like your animal instinct, I think is what it's like called.
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us? Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room...
Yeah,
smells like
basically,
coffee.
Calabai.
So I can't identify any other fragrances.
Okay.
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
Okay. That was helpful, I guess.
That
That's
cherry
not...
pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world. Let me go get a knife from the kitchen. And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ, coffee?
OJ is fine, thanks. She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth. That's some beautiful artwork you got there.
He's a brave man a little bit for eating something that could clearly be poisoned. He's just like sitting there eating the whole pie for himself. Is that? It's like, well, since you offered me this whole thing. Okay, another.
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared.
And whose fault is that? Because I feel like
You should open a bakery and sell these pies.
Thanks. Joey used to say the same thing.
all right. You have to be like a little bit.
Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog. Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew is here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
All right. Are we really like gonna zoom on in this weird like?
She's not the one who smells like that.
Okay, that's a. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay, I would never zoom in on a fabric.
That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
Mary, for Christ's sake, put that knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
You know I could take that knife from you if I wanted to, Mary.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Leave her alone! Bobby!
Okay, weird time to go into cat vision, but whatever. I don't know. Oh, is it left and right? Okay. I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I need it.
I don't want to hurt you.
I don't understand the... So when he's leaning with... Okay, I got it. When he leans in with each, you gotta... I swear I tried that and it didn't work.
Bobby!
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget. One,
Yeah, right, I
stay
guess.
calm. 2, 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi.
Bobby! Oh, Bobby! Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Thank you.
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect. And
I
had
guess
saved
they
the
might be a cat and dog that actually get along.
And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong. Terribly wrong.
Yeah, I like this game. It's very stylized.
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun!
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang!
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualty. I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang!
You'll get me shot.
That you, Smirnov?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
It's actually kind of cute that the whole police
I know how to
force is
pick my men,
dogs.
John. You? I'm not so sure. You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
It's like Zootopia, the game.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
Some detective that
When-
it takes that many times
When
to light a
exactly
cigarette.
did you realize that he killed Dunn? Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
To be honest, I'm not so sure Yale killed anyone.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
I know Dunn wanted to call the fight off after something Yale did, but I still don't know what.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission. So, I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
I'm sorry.
Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid.
I can't not think of Skyrim when I see.
Excuse me?
let's just say I got lucky.
Is the doctor a lizard? It's so funny to me. I don't know. I can't not picture
As a
like
society simply don't trust
Oblivion
reptiles.
and Skyrim.
But that's
Oh,
not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded.
yeah, because they're always the bad people in Skyrim. Is that not what you're talking about?
We, as a society, simply
Okay.
don't trust reptiles.
It said
That's
there
not
was
the
something
real
else, but
problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded.
okay. Is there another? Okay. Dr. Palmer. Okay. Yeah, dinosaur. There you go.
How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again.
Black Sad presents
Although, try not to bother
Land
him
Before
with
Time.
questions.
Will this have long-term effects on his health?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Go away. I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage.
We're gonna check out his junk yet, because we're getting pretty
He's
close to.
clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase.
So you can like kind of use this to test his.
Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage?
Okay, so that sped up his rate. Let's
Who
not
killed
anger.
Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Okay, so now his vital signs should be different, I think.
He seems about to burst into tears. Is he angry or sad?
Yep, okay, so I'm changing his emotion.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
Okay. I mean, there's very little point in doing that.
I know Dunn threatened to call off the fight. Why?
How do you know that?
I'm a detective.
That was his anger talking. He never really meant it.
That doesn't matter. Why was he so mad at you? What did you do?
Nothing. Joe thought that I wasn't training hard enough. That I was going to lose.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
I don't think it's Sonia. Maybe Jake?
Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind.
Desmond's not connected enough.
What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager. Or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy. Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jake Ostiami.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that. What
Oh,
about
it makes you
Sonia?
select all of them anyway.
Sonia?
Okay.
I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me.
Black Sat. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
Thank you for... The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know what you expected. Oh.
No.
Pussifoots, I like it.
If Yale killed Dunn,
It's good, Rod.
he did it without stepping in the paint or in different shoes.
Alright, so we might have to use that phone in a second. I like how like stylized it all is. Oh wait, there's a card in that. Yeah, there's like these collectible like trading cards scattered throughout the world.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
Can I have a Morley's, please?
No, but I'll sell you a pack.
Yeah, you
Honey,
can
get me a
buy
pack of
cigarettes.
Morley's, Mr. Handsome.
You can buy cigarettes in the hospital. That's a that's a different thing. Okay, am I supposed to know what that is? Those are the days. Yeah, that's right. Okay, is there one more thing, or is this going to be one of those where it's just a repeat? No. Okay, that's her name. Probably
I ran
can't tell me
several
that.
tests on Bobby Yale last night after admitting it. Have the results come in yet?
No, I don't think so, handsome.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
Alright, so we have to get rid of her. I got so stuck on chapter 1 because there's like a phone in the gym that you have to use.
Jake, it's Blacksad. I just wanted to...
I have work to do, John. Call you later. Bravo, get on that ring.
So why does it let me call the gym if that's the... Okay. I'm sure these are like famous paintings. I've definitely like seen them in non-animal versions. He looks...
Hey, hi, Phil. Long time no see.
Blacksad, I didn't want to wake you. How's the boy?
Asleep.
I hope he recovers in time for the fight. I got tickets. Although between you and me, he doesn't stand a chance. It'll be a fun bout, nonetheless. Not like this. Gods.
You want to smoke?
Don't smoke or drink. No vice for me. Smoking's dirty. Alcohol goes straight to your head. And women...
I mean, if it doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Are the odds against Yale that bad?
The boy's talented, don't get me wrong. But stone is stone, you know? I bet half my pay, but you know, no vice for me.
Are you sure about that? Not even one little vice?
Nope. Between you and me, when someone gives in to vice, it's because something's missing. Something in their life just isn't right. I've got a good wife, a good job, a good house, a good TV, and a good hobby. Sport. Well, watching them, that is. What else do I need, eh? Blacksad, vice is for losers.
I think it's still... I
poor.
think it's still a cat.
You say you've got a good job, and yet you're bored.
Well, it's just a figure of speech, really. I like my job. Is it boring? Yes, but I can entertain myself with a good fight or a football game. Well, watching them, that is.
Well, I'm going back in.
Okay. I don't know what the point of that was, but I guess we'll find out later, if maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe. That still looks like, I guess, a bird. There's gotta be something around here. Didn't miss anything with him, did I?
Is that eye movement normal?
Yeah, I already did that. Yeah,
say a lot about what's going on inside a person. He
Okay.
seems restless. Should I tell someone?
Okay, that's...
See? There's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
He had it coming. It's so aggressive.
Those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh, good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know. And for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Yep, so now we have...
It seems like the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot during his 12:30 surgery. In 4 hours. Could I get them to operate any sooner?
I'm glad you know it's 4 hours because I have no sense of time in this game. Alright. Okay.
You've got Yale's report on the table. I can see it.
Well, that's that.
What if you show me Yale's report and I buy you dinner?
All right. But I'm not stupid.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
I mean, you know, shoot your shot, Black Sad, I guess. Really? There's something else I have to do in this room? Okay. I thought I had looked at just about everything, but guess not.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, who doesn't put a trading card in a potted plant? That makes sense. Oh, I see. I knew this phone was here for something.
Trauma? Sherry speaking.
Get Dr. Gregor Talbot, please.
Yes, 1 minute. No, actually, Dr. Talbot won't be in until 12:30 according to my registry. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Wow, just not even... Okay. Oh, you called to impersonate him. Okay.
Sherry, this is Dr. Talbot. We have to reschedule the 12:30 procedure. I want everyone in the operating room in 5 minutes. If anyone gives you any grief, tell them it's a matter of life or death. Understood?
A matter of life and death. You gotta be kidding me.
All right, now. How do I put this? I need something that you...
Only if you guess why I'm giving it to you.
I think you just want to spite your fellow nurse.
Well, aren't you smart? But be quick about it. You hear me, huh? that witch comes back.
This is right up Luna's alley.
What does it say here?
Ah, you know doctors. The top handwriting is mine. Let's see. Extrasystole and dehydration caused by panic attack.
Extra what?
You know, arrhythmia, like skipped heartbeat.
What about this here?
It's a good thing I know that Mr. Yale is in Dr. Ferguson's hands. Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Hey,
Aw.
no means no, miss.
Yeah, tablets are actually
You
way harder
really
to type
don't know
on.
who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders. And the fact is, those orders say that.
There you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Tell him, Black Sad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
Hi, Phil.
She's my wife. Okay.
This is my wife, Jerry.
Your oh, damn. You didn't even say you were married.
Well, future wife.
Between you and me, I knew you'd settle down eventually. Just you wait. You'll even quit smoking with this one. All right, let her in. But don't do anything naughty.
She hates you. Would you like that?
Would you like that?
Don't play with me, Mr. Blacksad. Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Oh. Okay. For some reason, this game just really doesn't like a controller, I guess. It's like, oh, it's not hard enough to play with tank controls. Let me just turn the controller. Really? It glitches on... Okay. Alright, well, I guess it just... Yeah, it's working. It's definitely working. It's literally just the game being like, nope. Cool. Love that. All right, I guess I will restart the game. Yeah, guess I'm restarting the game because even though the controller clearly works in Steam, the game had different ideas about that. Hopefully that doesn't set me too far back. You can tell this is like the developers, I think it was their first game, maybe. It was like, they don't develop a whole lot of them, I know that. What a genuinely weird glitch for a game to have to where it just stops recognizing the controller. That is so annoying.
Hey, no means no, miss.
Okay, it only put me back here, so it's
You
not too
don't
bad.
know who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders, and the fact is, those orders say that.
There you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Alright, well, I may as well use a different,
I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Highfill, she's
Yeah.
the owner of Yale's gym.
A woman?
Whether the kid recovers or not
Wow.
depends entirely on her.
Between you and me.
Okay.
all due respect, miss, but aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right, let her in, but she's your responsibility.
I guess a misogynist dog is like the real bitch. I didn't want you to make a fuss. Okay, apparently the controller just breaks here.
Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Yeah, it's literally just breaks at this. So, I guess I'll pick this up another night when... See, it doesn't... The problem is it doesn't... Most games, like, it switches over to keyboard when it doesn't detect controller input.
Where did you come?
Oh, there we go.
What are you doing here?
What W works. Okay, cool. Oh, this is going to be fun. Can I... Okay. It's still... Alright, so now I got to figure out what the... Okay.
Why did you say that?
Why did I? What? That's what she does? Just pure cold-blooded killer? Alright, that's a choice. Tune in next week for fun. What? Okay, seriously. What button is A on this stupid game? Alright, I guess I have to start it. I kind of don't want to leave it there, because that's a cliffhanger. But also, I don't know the keyboard controls. This stupid game. How? Alright, I guess we get to go through all those intros one last time. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, it's already 12:30 anyway. So if this doesn't work, that's just the game's ending tonight, I guess. But we'll see. I'm going to start it without the controller on at all, since it just breaks during that sequence for whatever reason. And that way I'll get the right inputs. Yay, tank controls with a keyboard. This'll be fun. Alright, well at least I have keyboard prompts now, because I don't know what button does what on the keyboard, so... Yep.
Hey, no means no, miss.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Well,
Miss, I've got
you
orders.
should by
And
now.
The fact is, those orders say that.
There you are, Miss Dunn.
Is it just the arrow keys?
Huh?
Tell him, Black Sad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Highfill,
Okay, so it's WAD,
she's the
okay.
owner of Yale's gym.
A woman?
Whether the kid recovers or not depends entirely on her.
Between you and me, and all due respect, miss, But aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right.
Well.
Let her in. But she's your responsibility.
Thanks for convincing
He's,
me.
I guess he can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You hired me to find Yale. I wanted you to see him with your own eyes.
I see. Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Okay. All right, so I have to zoom in on the gun. Okay, so retry,
Anyway,
because
you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight.
the
You can
scroll
leave now.
on this does not work well. Oh, there we go. If I do it like super fast. Come on, where's the... There we go. Seriously?
Why did you say that?
Alright, well, that scene lost all its mustard like the 5th time
Anyway,
we saw it.
You did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
You know, it'd be really nice if, This is so broken. Oh my god.
Huh. No. She's gonna do something stupid. Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
No. I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
Good.
Your father sacrificed everything to pay your way through college. If you do this, you'll destroy the future your father wanted you to have.
Shut up. None of that matters. How can he not be guilty?
Since nothing else is working, it's time to bluff it. You know I emptied that gun when I found it in the safe. No.
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 Say that.
Oh, they recorded that line no matter what. Okay.
Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
Okay, so that was right.
I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice.
Shut up. None of that matters. How can he not be guilty?
Your father sacrificed everything to pay your way through college. If you do this, you'll destroy the future your father wanted you to have.
Oh, so now it affects her? Okay.
It's okay.
Uncle Tim!
Sweetie, I came back from Los Angeles as soon as I could.
I told you not to rush back.
Come on now, honey. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
No, this is John Blacksad, the detective who found Bobby.
Oh, so this is strictly professional. I thought you had some good news for your uncle.
No, Uncle Tim, don't be silly.
Don't be silly. Look at you. Smart, educated, as dazzling as the brightest of stars. Every single man in this city should be at your feet. Come on, we'd better let him rest. I see. Let's say you're right and Bobby Yale is innocent. Who should we focus on now?
We?
Well, your father turned down my money, but he made me promise one thing, that I'd take care of you if anything happened to him.
But I can...
I know you're perfectly capable of managing that gym on your own, but we don't even know if he'll be ready to fight Stone. Besides, someone seems really invested in stopping that fight, and someone has to pay Mr. Blacksad to get to the bottom of all this. Please, talk some sense into her.
I don't need the money. Your uncle is right. Someone has to pay me.
Your father wouldn't have wanted you to go through this alone.
It's your time.
Listen to the detective.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much.
All right, stop crying or you'll ruin your makeup, honey. Now fix yourself up and I'll buy you some breakfast.
Wait, my purse.
I'll get it. It must be...
Blacksad, wait a minute. I think she needs some time alone, just like you and me. Listen, boy, do whatever it takes to find Joe's murderer. Whatever it takes. If things get messy, don't worry. I'll clean them up. Deal?
Sure. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I trust you to get that ball to the end zone.
No. Are you telling stories about the great Iron Arm again?
Wait a minute. Of course. The Milestones quarterback. Tim Iron Arm Thor.
It's a good thing folks usually recognize me sooner. Blacksad, you coming to breakfast?
I'd love to, but I have to go ask for a favor.
Well, that explains why the cop let him in. He was just like, yeah, you're a celebrity, and you're not a woman, so...
The investigation required that I ask Jake for a small favor. Or demand it, if worse came to worst.
Alright, so that seems as good of a... Oh, this game is atrocious controls with the keyboard. Oh, yep, no, absolutely not. Okay, yeah, that seems like a good place to end this anyway. But thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this is something a little bit different. Yeah, I enjoy this. It's fun. It's pretty different. Both Black Future and this, which are very different games. But have a great night, everybody.